Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. We're cruising, dude. The incredible luck we had on our last episode was insane. We ended up getting the final pieces from the box, the Black Rose box. We got both of the boss monster and the trap. So now we have 3 copies of each. Our deck looks good now. It's like really looking good. It's only incremental changes from this point on. It's not going to be big sweeping changes, which means that we can focus far more on just playing games. Slow improvements are going to take place over the next couple of weeks, but at this point we're in it now. We basically have a version of the deck that we can almost call finished. Obviously, we still want to have a better extra deck of more options. We want to have 3 Canadian, not 1. We want to slowly remove those enemy controllers, though obviously the enemy controllers aren't terrible. They're not the worst things in the world. Right now we're facing a Yami Yugi who has 30 cards in his deck, or 29, and 5,000 health, so I'm not too concerned. He could prove me wrong, obviously. He could obviously have some sort of game plan in mind. Maybe he's playing Rome Ages or something. Probably not. Probably not running anything I'm too concerned by. But I guess at this point, I need to start coming up with more clickbaity titles, because right now I'm not really impressing anyone. Now I could discard this guy, but I think I'm going to discard her. I was saying I could discard him because it would allow me to draw him if I get one of the Subterrors on the field, but I don't think that will be necessary. I did get one though. So we're going to flip her face down. We're going to get this guy onto the field for free. And then we're going to flip it face down. And then, so I could just crash. I think I might do that. He does have less than 1800 defense, but I don't really care. Just remove both of them. My guy will come back. His won't, theoretically. He might play something that'll bring it back to the field, but mine definitely will come back as soon as I flip this guy back up. So it doesn't feel like I'm losing anything. I got a weird texture in my throat right now. I don't know if it's affecting my voice any, but I feel a little weird. I kind of have allergies hitting me pretty hard. My last episode, I blew my nose because I'm a bit runny. Oh, Banner of Courage. Of course, Banner of Courage. The card everyone knows as being baller. Alright. Okay. We're running... last episode we had the phone ring. This time I have it next to me though. So it's not going to be doing that too much. But let's see if we get something. See if we get somebody. Okay, so he has a trap on the field that he can respond right now with. I don't know what he's... Could be an enemy controller. We'll discard them. Flip them back face down. It could be Karma Cut. It could be Regeki Break. There's a couple of things it could be. Now we're going to find out what it is, because I'm blowing it up. What are you? And yes, I do want to bring out my Subterror guy. What is this mysterious back row card? No response. Okay. What did I blow up? Oh, spear shield. Okay. Bad. The answer was it wasn't good. Alright, so we're gonna set that. Screw it, you know? He who dares wins, as it says. Haha! I have Evil Swarm. Am I facing an Evil Swarm deck? It was his other card Evil Swarm? No. I think I'm just facing garbage. I think I'm facing a bunch of garbage. We are still in bronze. I mean, he has Banner of Courage, so... How he got to bronze? I guess, you know, when you face garbage... Okay, so... Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. So I got two options for Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. I can steal him and then sack him. That's been a pretty solid option. I'm not going to lie. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to steal him and I'm going to sack him. So, sack the birds. Take Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. See what he does. This strat, like this ability, legitimately makes me kind of want to keep the enemy controllers in here. Because being able to take their monster and... Oh, forgive the coughing in the background. There's really nothing I can do about that. But being able to take their monster with enemy controller, sacking it, and then, like, on their turn is crazy. Like, it's gotta be so frustrating for him. So, we're gonna flip this guy face down. I'll get my other copy onto the field. We'll flip it face down. Funnily enough, I don't have any copy of the boss monster. Excuse me, the trap card, but... no. But I don't need it, so it doesn't really matter. And he gave up. So give him a nice... Let's see what he was running. I'm assuming he was running a lot of nothing. I'm assuming that it was a lot of nothing. Let's look. Or at least he was... I said it's a lot of nothing. He probably was running like everything he owns. Oh my god. It's all one-ofs. He has both Toon Cyber Dragon and Cyber Dragon. The only duplicate he has in the whole deck is Blue Eyes. He has 29 cards, no extra deck. Obelisk the Tormentor. The Obelisk. The best card. Like, what is he doing? Did he have Lightning Vortex too? He did have Lightning Vortex. So he went into the new box and everything. Wow. Wow. What garbage. No rhyme, no reason, no strategy. Just throw it all in there. Just throw everything into a box. Hope for the best. Or into the collection. Just jam it all in there. Alright. So here we go. Oh, I also gave myself some sleeves and a playmat. I didn't bring it up. I didn't think it was all that necessary to bring up. Don't have a lot in the way of back row, which kind of sucks. This opening hand is pretty bad, but it is what, you know, it is what it is. I mean, there's really nothing I can do about it. Hope that he just doesn't have a bunch of, like, a full power Blue Eyes deck, right? Could summon like Alternative White Dragon and then an egg, blow up this guy with alternative, then synchro for the dragon mech. Use the dragon mech to destroy the birds, then like poly for the fusion, and then use the fusion to attack with both the Dragon Mech and the fusion, the 2 fusion cards for game. So like, I see a play how he could win right now. He does seem to be knowledgeable in what my game plan is here, which sucks. I currently don't have a way to steal his alternative white dragon. Let's see, what is he gonna do? Okay, I don't need another copy of these 2. So we're gonna play that. We're gonna play this. And then we're gonna play this guy. He's scaring me with these delays. I don't like this delay that he's got going on with me. He does seem to have a better idea of what he's doing, because he killed my guy with his effect. And not by like trying to run over him. He at the very least read my card. Whether or not he knows everything I can do, I can't say one way or the other, but he definitely read my card. So there is that. So if he tries to attack, I'll Canadia him. If he uses his skill, I'll use mine in response. Or his ability, I'll use mine in response. So what is he gonna do? So if he tries to use his active, which destroys a monster on the field, there he goes, which he's doing. Alright, he's trying to kill the birds. Yeah, we're going to sack that for the 5-star. So his monster can attack this turn now. And then we'll put this in face down defense, so he can't even try to karma cut it. He can't karma cut it. He could Regeki break it, which would suck, obviously. But he can't karma cut it. So and I don't know what this card is. Obviously, it was placed down this turn. This card, I know he could use on my turn, last turn, if that makes sense. So I know it's something he can use in response to things. So, okay, so that guy can attack. End turn. So that's good. That's good. We'll set that. Alright, we're going to flip this up and destroy the card he had face down on the first turn. So we're going to destroy this card, because we know it was something he could use on my turn. Yes, I want my warrior on the field. Okay, it was karma cut. Okay, so this is fine. This is fine. He's trying to karma cut my guy. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. Change one face-up monster to face-down defense position. Okay. And change my guy to face-down, because Karma Cut can only destroy it can only banish a face-up monster. So as you can see, I completely played around his Karma Cut. Oh, sorry about that. I'm going to mute myself while this is going on. I'm back. I live near a firehouse, so the fire alarm went off. That's what you just heard, if you heard anything. Alright, so he's targeting my face down guy. I'm going to say... Okay, so... Yeah, we're going to sacrifice... Well... Okay, so the Blue Eyes alternative can't attack. Okay, so I can leave it on the field. So, yes, we're going to activate his effect. We're going to get out the 7-star. We have to be very careful. We have to play smart. This guy has at least a seeming understanding of what he's doing. We know he added polymerization to his hand, so he might try to fuse, which he's doing. Okay. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to try to save my trap cards for last. So we're going to start with Canadia. Okay, so he fused big. He went big time. We're gonna start by hitting his monster with a Canadia. Done. You can't stop this. And now he went hog wild, committing. We're gonna use this. We're gonna flip one of our face downs face up. No. Yes. Banish a face down monster. Or banish a monster. He can't respond with his monster because it's face down. It doesn't have an effect while face down. He does have some form of response, so this can do something. Again, if it's a karma cut, I can flip my own guy's face down. And alright. That's really cool. I'm glad to get this thing. So, yeah, we're going to... I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to go for game. I think we can do it. I think we can go for a game right now. Alright, declared battle. No. Damage step. Yes. Switch. Attack and defense. 4,700. Boom. There we go. That was a legit hard match. That actually took some brain effort on my part. He definitely... If I didn't play that properly, he could have easily won that game. So that was an earned rank up, in my opinion. That was an earned rank up. So, let's see. Ooh, okay, so this is a good card for a deck that I'm not playing. But, like, let's go. So, let's look at his deck. His deck seemed legit. Let's see if this was like a proper Blue Eyes deck. Okay, there's obviously some issues immediately. Like, immediately. Obviously, he shouldn't be running Unstable Evolution. Though I will say there are worse cards for like a new account, which this might be that I'm facing is a new account. It also seems like he only went into one of the structure deck because he only has the one white stone. He only has the one cards of consonance. He only has the one white dragon, spirit of white dragon. Dragon spirit of white. There we go. I can speak, I promise you. It seems like he went into both one copy of each Blue Eyes deck, right? That's what it looks like to me, because he also has Cosmo Brain and a single copy of Bingo Machine Go. He obviously got his Kaiba up pretty high level because he has 3 copies of these. He has the Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, and the Blue Eyes Silver Dragon. So he does have this combo. He has the maiden with eyes of bleu. So, like, and a fiendish chain. This is very close. Like, actually, I would take this card out, and he's got a very good 20-card deck for a fresh account. Like, for a fresh account, it's not that bad. Still, it's far from optimized. It's not the optimized build, obviously, but it's not bad for where he is on the ladder. I'm sure he claps a lot of people. He wasn't expecting to play a nearly full power Subterror deck, right? I promise you, he wasn't expecting to face, like, slightly below average Subterrors. Or, not even average, slightly below optimized. So, and he seemed to know how to play it too, because he killed my boss monster with his ability instead of trying to attack over it or destroying my birds. He knew to get rid of the guy who banishes, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. So, we obviously have a guy playing Dark Magician. He's got the Magical Circle. He started with the Magician's Rod. If he has the Trap card, which he could get right now from playing the Circle, I might be in some doo-doo. Like, legitimately, I might be in some serious doo-doo. I don't have my Trap card. Now, I get to draw a card. Okay, that's big. That's a big deal. That's legitimately a big deal. Okay, so we're going to start by playing them. No response. No response. That might not be the Dark Magician Trap card. Yo, that means I'm going to actually get my guys onto the field and end my turn. This is huge. This is huge. He's not going to be able to just summon 2 Dark Magicians and then, like, pwn me. So, yeah, that's a big deal. Okay. No, I'm not. It's his turn, so I got all of my cards. Baby! I get to actually play this game. Okay. So what's he gonna do? Battle phase. He's attacking my birds? I mean, I don't really care. We're gonna change this to on. Let him hit the birds. I'm gonna say no. Alright, I'm gonna flip my... Use the effect now. Yes. I'm gonna flip this guy face up. I want to destroy that card he just set, because we established that the other card that he has back there wasn't doing anything on my turn. So, okay. Okay. Not too impressed by that card. So we'll turn this back to auto. We're gonna flip you back face down. Yeah, I'm gonna use this to change, instead of flipping him face up manually, I'm gonna change him to face up defense position, because I don't want to, I don't want to leave him in attack position. His attack is low. Okay, so he had counter gate. That's like super who cares energy. Place that face down. Summon this guy. Banish his Magician's Rod. And put some damage on him. Heck yeah, boy. Now, my Behemoth, I guess I probably should learn how to pronounce his name. Eumastrix? I'm going to say his name is Eumastrix. My Subterror Behemoth, Eumastrix, is definitely, like, floating in the breeze here. But alright, so I'm kind of at the mercy of another potential like Dark Magician trap card, but doesn't seem like I had to worry. Another counter gate, another another turn of just me clapping fools. Okay, so that obviously wasn't nearly as scary as the Blue Eyes deck before it. Like, that was way easier. That's more in line of what I was expecting. Let's see how many of the Dark Magician trap card he was running, if any, because he didn't get it. He could have just gotten unlucky, you know. It's not impossible that he's running 3 of it and just didn't see it. He's running 1 of it. Oh, okay, so he actually can't run 3 of it. I didn't realize that both it and Magician's Rod were limited 3. So he can't run 3 of the Magician's Navigation. I don't know, I think I would run 1 rod and 2 navigations over 2 rods and 1 navigation. I can't say for sure which seems like a better combination to me. I guess that is like having to make some tough choices on his end. Obviously, he has Power of the Guardians, which we all know is the most oppressive spell card in the entire game. Obviously, I'm also joking. Don't actually run Power of the Guardians unless you have a plan for it. Like, don't just throw Power of Guardians into a deck. Like, I don't have as much hate for Power of Guardians as some people do, but you need to have a game plan for Power of the Guardians. You can't just willy-nilly throw it into a deck. Like, if you're playing Red Eyes, you know, then sure. Throw Power of Guardians into your deck. That makes sense. If you're playing when I say Red Eyes, I mean the Red Eyes Fusion, not just generic Red Eyes. I mean the Red Eyes Fusion. If you're playing the Red Eyes Fusion, yeah, throw it into a deck. But, okay. Alright, face down, back row. I think we're going to... So it's rough because on the one hand... Yeah, let's stop him from hurting me. I don't want to take the damage right now. If I get the 5-star, I can definitely... Okay, so I'm kind of backed up against a wall here because I don't have a way of like really defending myself. Outside it, I'm gonna have to use my skill, which I really didn't want to do because I would love to have another card, but I mean, Labyrinth Wall will defend me. It's literally a wall. A Labyrinth Wall. Ooh. These walls of Labyrinth with no exit for enemies. Oh, I said it wrong. These walls form a labyrinth with no exit for enemies. So, if I get my boss monster again, I can activate one of my traps to give myself 2 monsters, and then I can tribute summon for them. Okay. Oh, why? What? Like, how deep into bronze am I? Who runs this thing? Curse of Dragons? What? Alright. Okay, so there we go. Now we got our Subterror Nemesis. That's good. That's what we were looking for. So we're going to go into battle. we're going to declare attack, response, damage step, change myself to 3k, boom, end turn. So now we can convert these guys into any of the behemoths I want, whether it be the 5-star or the 7-star. Thank you, Labyrinth Wall, for being a total G. Okay. What do you do? Once per turn, if this card attacks, your opponent's ending their turn. Sure. You do things. Okay, so I could steal him. That is tempting. That is very tempting. Yeah, sure. Actually, let's take him. I want your monster. Alright, so select the monster tribute. Select him. What do you do? Once per turn, if this card attacks and your opponent controls a monster at the end of the damage step, you discard one card. This card can attack an opponent's monster once again during that battle phase. Okay. So, that's cool. That's neat. Let's see if you do anything in response to this. Damaged up? Nope. Didn't seem like it. We're going to activate my card effect. Summon my boss monster. So he goes into defense position. We're going to use this. We're going to change him into face-up attack position. Which, by the way, has the funny side effect of summoning him back onto the field. We're going to mute this phone from ringing. And then we're going to attack. Declared battle, no. Damage step, yes. And we're going to give my guy 4,000 attack for an extra after combat bonus to score. Alright, let's see what this guy was running. Probably more garbage. We had the one Blue Eyes fight where I actually had to think. That was actually kind of fun. As you can see, we did over 3,000 damage. That was why I did that. We ranked up to Bronze Rank 5. We're up to 13 wins in a row. So that's pretty awesome. Don't get used to that. I am curious how many games in a row will actually go without losing. But I digress. It's just the combo, dude, of garbage. Look at this. Obelisk, my man. He's back. I wonder how far into, like, silver or gold will it take before we stop seeing Obelisk the Tormentor in decks? Like, when will that happen? I am genuinely curious. If you really, really wanted to make an Obelisk deck, there is an option, right? So, like, these guys have a whole archetype of continuous trap monsters. And it's not that bad an archetype because this guy, this Statue of Anguish pattern, is really good. It's a 7-star, 2,500 defense. That's a lot of defense for no sacks. And if you play another continuous trap monster, this guy blows up any card on your opponent's side of the field. Just destroys it. It does target, which is an issue, but otherwise it is a great amount of control. You're popping back row, front row. You're getting big defense monsters on the fields. There's also one that has 1,800 attack. You can exceed with them. There's a 7-star exceed now that's really good. There's a 4-star exceed. Tons and tons of 4-star exceeds that are fantastic. So there's a total game plan to play with these continuous trap monsters, and it's super easy to get 3 monsters on the field to tribute for Obelisk. He kind of does fit in that archetype if you really wanted to make an obelisk deck. If you really wanted to make an obelisk deck, that's how you do it. Though it does take a lot of ultra rare like tokens at the card trader, because almost every card that I mentioned is a card trader card, with the exception of Statue. Statue is from tickets. The others are all from the card trader, so it's super easy to get as well. One is from a structure deck, though the structure deck monster you probably can just ignore. But it is a continuous trap. It's also a tuner, so if you wanted to throw some synchros in there, you could use that one to also tune for monsters. But anyway, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me. Upfront pointer, have yourself a fantastic day. Peace, dudes.